Thank you all for being here. We're really excited to introduce you to D3 Connect, our approach for name resolution across Web3 and Web2, bringing a unified single digital identity. My name is Amy Reichel. I am a product manager with D3.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai Sung and I manage the engineering team at D3.
So to start us off, I'll give a quick introduction of the current landscape of Web3 name services. We are certainly seeing a rise in name services that are available, which is really awesome, bringing more utility of name resolution across certain blockchain protocols. However, we are seeing limitations as well in that they're often very niche, only resolving on a single blockchain, not really offering cross-chain compatibility. And in addition, there's typically no utility in Web2 for these, what we call Web3 names, not domains. What this means is that a single user may need to have multiple different names just to resolve on different protocols. And the single name that they may want might not be available on all these different settings. So you could end up with alice.sol, alice1.eth, alice2.com, and then keeping track of all of these, maintaining all of them, and their related mappings to whichever wallets can get very complicated and very cumbersome. So at D3, our vision to a solution to this problem is to have one unified digital identity that can map to any destination that you may want. This is across both Web3 and Web2. So you can see here, for example, if I have Alice star TLD, some TLD extension, I could set up separate mappings for that name to point to any various blockchain wallet address, as well as to an IP. And so this allows me to have just one unified identity. I don't have to keep track and juggle all of these different names and their relative mappings. So I'm excited to announce that this is live today in our platform, d3.app. So you can go to D3 app, and for any name that you own, you can set up mappings to whichever destinations that you would like. This allows you to have forward resolution of, in any dApp or wallet that supports this, you can send to your Alice star TLD name, as opposed to your long, unrecognizable wallet address. And the reverse also will work. You can set a name as your primary name, and this enables the reverse lookup, where this is serving as your identity in whichever dApp or wallet that supports this, that you're using. You'll see instead of your, again, unrecognizable wallet address as your identity, you'll be able to just use your name, and it's very seamless. We do this resolution by storing the text records of these mappings in DNS. So very similar to how DNS is used for mapping a domain name to an IP. We're mapping these Web3 names to whichever destinations. We enable this through our SDK, D3 Connect, which is also available to our developer communities. And as you can tell, this utility is really limitless. As we have more and more integrations set up and available to our users, this will just be ubiquitous across all of Web3, Web2, and we're excited to be rolling out our SDK, which Kai will go through in a bit more detail.
Great, thanks, Amy. So D3 Connect SDK is our universal name resolution SDK for Web3 names. And as Amy mentioned, really excited to announce this is now available for download and for developers to start integrating into their dApps or wallets. So D3 Connect is a JavaScript SDK that's built to be modular in design, and it consists of several name resolution modules. By default, we use our DNS resolution module to resolve Web3 names using DNS text records. But we also support modules to support resolving names on different naming systems, such as ENS for .eth names. And you can easily write your own name service module and plug it into D3 Connect. Our goal is to provide a single unified SDK that can resolve any Web3 name across any blockchain. For security, we use DNSSEC under the hood to guard against any kind of DNS poisoning attacks. You could think of this like HTTPS, but for DNS. And the text record for the format of the text records is as shown in an example where we use the hostname _web3 connect followed by the domain name. And the value is a comma-separated list of blockchain to address mappings. We'll also be publishing this text record format as an experimental RFC, as we believe open standards will lead to the quickest path towards adoption. Now, you might be wondering, for our partner TLDs that are still pending ICANN application, how are we storing these records in DNS? Well, the solution is to use a forwarder TLD in the interim called Vana. And .vana is an existing ICANN top-level domain that's operated by D3 leadership. With this, every D3 name will be represented in DNS with the .vana extension. In our D3 Connect SDK, if a user has a D3 name, such as alice.core, and they set their wallet address mappings, D3 Connect will create a text record with the host web3connect.alice.core.vana, and this gets stored in the Vana registry. Our D3 Connect SDK will always try to resolve the name as is, and it doesn't receive a response, it falls back to resolving with the .vana extension. And this future-proofs our SDK so that once the partner TLD is approved and goes live, D3 Connect will just work seamlessly and start resolving using the text record from the real domain instead of the .vana. Another benefit of using the .vana extension is ENS compatibility. So today, any D3 name can be usable with the Vana extension in any ENS-compatible app, such as MetaMask. And you can already start sending and receiving crypto on Ethereum. And this is enabled through the ENS gasless off-chain resolution protocol, which is able to resolve any domain name with the text record shown above. When users come to D3 app and set up their wallet address mappings, we create not only our Web3 Connect text record, which is read by our D3 Connect SDK, we also create alongside it an ENS text record for compatibility with existing ENS dApps and wallets. Now, next, I'm going to demonstrate just how easy it is to integrate D3 Connect into an app. And for this, I'm going to build a simple name resolution app that demonstrates forward and reverse lookup. So first, I'm going to log into our D3 app console. And you'll notice we already have a name, test_core, which we'll use for this demo. And under the wallet settings, we have already several addresses set across different blockchains, including Ethereum, Core, Cardano, Polygon, and Bitcoin. And these are being stored in DNS under our Web3 Connect text record. We're going to build an app that can resolve these names, these addresses across different blockchains. So let's get started. We're going to use Vite as a front-end framework for this. I'm going to run npx create Vite app, and let's call it D3 Connect demo. And we'll use React as a template. First thing you'll do is use npm to install our D3 Connect SDK. And this will fetch the package from the npm repository and install it locally into this folder. This is faster internet when I tested it at home. But once this is done, we can launch VS Code to build this app. So there's some boilerplate code that I'm going to remove so we can start from scratch. And the first thing we'll do is import the D3 Connect SDK. Into our app, and we'll instantiate a D3 Connect object. Now, I'm not going to bore you with writing all the HTML JavaScript, so I'm going to leverage Copilot to help me write this app. And I'm going to feed it the simple prompt. We'll write a simple app with 2 input fields, one taking the name and the blockchain that we're going to resolve on. We'll have a checkbox that enables reverse resolution, and a button that user clicks to resolve the name and display the result. We're going to use 2 methods in the D3 Connect library. One is the resolve method that takes 2 arguments, the name and the blockchain we're resolving, and also reverse resolve, which also takes 2 arguments, but the first being the wallet address we're going to resolve. So now I'm going to let Copilot give it a few seconds to think, and hopefully it can come up with some code for us. And there we have a really basic app that has some state variables for storing the user input. Here's the main resolve method that calls the D3 Connect resolve and reverse resolve methods. And we have a simple HTML form taking the user input and displays the result. So I'm going to store this, save this, and then run this locally on localhost. And then we have a really simple UI for our app. So now I can demonstrate resolving test.core on the core blockchain. And there we have the wallet address that we'd mapped in our D3 app. And we can also demonstrate resolving our Cardano address or even our Bitcoin address. And we can also demonstrate reverse lookup, where we'll pass in the wallet address and resolve this on core, and we get back our test.core name. So there we've successfully built a really simple app demonstrating how easy it is to integrate D3 Connect SDK into your app. And we're really excited to announce 2 partners that have started integrating and will be launching soon. One is Ice Cream Swap, which is a DEX in the core ecosystem that allows trading and swapping across various blockchains. And also another partner, Coin98, that's integrated D3 Connect into their multi-chain wallet. So we invite all developers and projects to come check out our docs site to get started, or come to our Discord for any questions, and help us build the next generation of interoperable Web2, Web3 apps. Thank you.
Awesome.